Zumba mi corazón, una bachata linda. Zumba mi corazón, quiero bailar contigo. Zumba mi corazón, una bachata linda. Zumba mi corazón, junto a mí, junto a mí, junto a mi corazón. Junto a mí, junto a mí, junto a mi corazón. Quiero bailar contigo. Zumba mi corazón, una bachata linda. Zumba mi corazón, quiero bailar contigo. Zumba mi corazón, una bachata linda. Zumba mi corazón, junto a mí, junto a mí, junto a mi corazón. Junto a mí, junto a mí, junto a mi corazón.
Y'all, I'm gonna be real still and y'all can see my shirt down. Okay, maybe you can. All I know is I taped the last little bit of this. This is the 30. I'm finna show y'all because that's just I can't even get it out. The end. Let me put that right there. Okay. Pause. What y'all saw was the cool down. Okay? Open up. Come on out here. Close. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I couldn't have my little trusty stool in here because I would have fell over my stool with the stuff that I was doing. Okay. As you can see, hand on the thing as usual. For real, y'all. Today, I did, it's this one right here. 30-minute burn. And yes, it's just for 30 minutes. But this is like turbo. I mean, my arms are wet. This is sweat. You know, like, for real. And all that kind of stuff. Oh, my goodness. It was a good workout. This one is let me show you again because I think I'm going too fast. Zumba Incredible Results 30-minute burn. And it has also, I think, a abs. It says plus abs. So I guess it has an abs component to it. And it comes on after that one goes out. That was it. I can't say anything because it's actually fun because it kind of pushes you. This was full when I started. This is all I got left. And I have drank quite a bit of water today. I actually, to be totally honest, I've eaten vegetables all day, okay? No, I'm not going to, you know, any type of special diet. It was just something that I needed to do. I feel like my system like kind of needs a little bit of, you know, every now and again you just feel like you need to like push your system clear of some things. And I could do it with, I can do it with a number of things, but today I just vegetable overload, okra, tomatoes, Brussels sprouts, you know, that type of stuff, and water. I had 1 cup of coffee because that's pretty much all I drink anymore. Is 1 cup is what I mean. And the other, and I had 1 glass of hot pine tea, which is tea from white pine needles. And I've showed y'all that before. That tea, Sencha is the brand. And I feel so much better for getting my workout in. And I have a habit. What I have developed doing is pulling, like, I used to be one of these people that like had a lot of subscriptions to magazines, and I would keep the magazines, and really sometimes I would be keeping them because there was like an article or something in the magazine that like spoke to me. And before I was thinking of, you know, before you know it, that stuff kind of piles up. And I never let it get out of hand, but thinking back on it, anytime you keep something after a certain amount of time and you're not using it, it's out of hand. So, what I started doing a lot of years ago is like taking whatever article out of it. Sometimes I wouldn't have time to look at the article, which would be, you know, the reason why I would keep the article. Sometimes I would keep the article because maybe I was going to send it to somebody because it was something that maybe me and them talked about or something like that. Never know. But I was looking through this article, looking through my articles that I have, and just thinking, you know, purging basically is the truth. And I ran across this article, and it said, it was talking about being, are you in the group that is basically labeled as FOMO, F-O-M-O. And that is a group of people that feel like they are missing, fear of missing out on something. So that's what FOMO stands for. And I read the entire article, and actually I was on the phone talking to my mother because I keep having these things. It's almost like I'm lagging behind in some areas because I will say or think of something. I don't have the right words to articulate it. And then somebody, like, I'll find something that I have been saying like for years on end, or something like that. I mean, just in my own special way that I talk and stuff. But this person has been able to articulate it and put it in a book, or articulate it and put it in an article and have it published in a magazine or a book or something. And this was one of those articles. I didn't have, you know, an acronym for it, you know, so I really wasn't, you know, on the FOMO wavelength. But I remember, and I have been saying this for years about social media. I'm not a prude when it comes to social media. It's just, I, you know, have attempted, I think, to not be left behind in some instances, and then in other instances just to kind of stay in contact with people. And because of that, true communication has been lost. I text people, but I really prefer not to do that. I was a holdout on text for the longest. People knew, you know, if they want to talk to me, to call me. And so I have found that since I have been texting people, there's been a change in vocabulary. There has been a change in, you know, I just refuse to use those little, I really try not to use the little bitty short phrases and stuff, because I, for one, would like to continue to remember how to spell, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is how we have gotten to, and I'm not singling out, I'm not talking about anybody, I'm talking about my experience and what I've seen. And let me narrow this down, even just in my family, I will say, and we'll keep it there closed in, and so that'll keep it straight. I've noticed that we, even as a family, don't talk like we used to on the phone. Write a letter. What is that? You know, and it's kind of frustrating for me, not because I'm trying to not keep up, but just because sometimes a certain number of characters or something like that is not enough. Now, FOMO, on the other hand, is this thing that has been created by social media where, and I'm going to tie this into my workout in just a second. Y'all will see where I'm going with this. But on my work, on FOMO, social media, you know, you go on and you sit down and you eating a plate of spaghetti, and you got to take a picture of the plate of spaghetti and post it and say, I'm at Guido's eating a plate of spaghetti. Put your best smile on, make your cutest selfie, and then put that there. And for the person that's sitting at home that is probably, I mean, I'm just going to say eating a bowl of ramen noodles, it look like that person over there is having fun and I'm missing out. And then you look up and that same person is, I'm on the boardwalk. And you ain't. Well, you on the boardwalk and I'm walking to the grocery store or something like that. I mean, we start comparing ourselves to stuff that we see on social media, when in our reality, what we're seeing is a very small snippet. You did not see what that person posing they did to get that perfect swirl of spaghetti on the plate and get themselves just like this, you know, so that they could look just right for the however many hundreds or thousands of people that's going to be looking at it and all that stuff. And it's not reality, but we have a tendency to want to keep up. And so we start comparing ourselves to what other people are doing, and you lose so much sight, because when you really get over into the reality of it, that person ain't doing nothing that either you could not be doing or you weren't doing. You just thought that it was more important to do it with the people that you were with instead of making it into a photo opportunity or a tweetability moment, or I don't think it's tweetability, but I just said tweetability. It might be a new word to show up in the Webster Dictionary next year. Y'all remember, y'all heard it here first. Tweetability. But I'm just saying, I am working hard on not just a physical level, because a physical level, I'm really trying to get that honed in, but on a personal level and on an emotional level, to be okay with where I am, with what I'm doing, and with the way that I'm doing it, and not to make any comparisons, because people, I don't compare myself to. Yes, you do. Yes, we all do it on some level. Now, some people go really, really far, and other people, you know, but we do that, you know. We do it. We just do it. So, I will say that I have one area in my life where FOMO is prevalent. And that is related to my weight. Just like I told y'all yesterday, I think it was, that I would like to go into Dick's Sporting Goods and climb the wall and then, you know, scale back down the wall and land on terra firma, you know, safely. I'm missing out. I almost said the word fear, but it's not a fear. It is just a reality. I am missing out. And the fact is what is impeding me from being able to realize that thing, to realize doing a burpee, to realize doing a lot of stuff. So in this area right here, which is actually a really big one, that's where my fear of missing out. And I say the word fear because it's not really fear. I mean, F probably needs to stand for fact as opposed to fear, because it's not something that, you know, I had to think about, well, ooh, it's for real. So the fact of missing out in this case. And so I'm trying to eradicate that. You know, I do pretty good from the social media standpoint. I could do better. I appreciate people that have been long suffering with me, and I make it through my own personal hurdles. I have them. I ain't never told nobody I was perfect. I never have. I never will. And I do not want to be held accountable for things that, you know, like I'm not being whatever, you know, one way or the other, because I'm a human and I have feelings too. And the thing is, for me right now, where I am is, and I can only speak for myself because people get to different places at different times. Where I'm at, right where I am right now, is I don't want FOMO existing anywhere in my life. I don't want it existing over here in my physical self, my emotional self, my interactions with people, none of that. I just don't want it. I don't want it. I want to live the best, purest, if you want to use the word, authentic life that I can. And that's what I'm doing. And this weight is keeping me from doing that. It's ways I would love to dress. People, y'all don't even know. Well, I'm not going to go into that. But I will say that FOMO is real in my life in one area particular. That's the reason why I'm doing my videos, showing y'all what I'm doing. I will do everything I can to remain consistent because this is important to me. It's important. Y'all, that's all I got. I got to get in here and get desalted and get myself together. Toodles.